Hello and welcome back to Pokelocked News. We've had a slight hiatus as there hasn't really been much news. However, we are back to bring some of the highlights over the past few weeks. Destined Rivals is now out in Japan, which means we have a pretty good idea of what's going to be in our Destined Rivals set, which is going to be a combination of the Heat Wave and Glory of Team Rocket, the two Japanese sets. And there's some pretty cool cards. I'm not overly ecstatic about all of them, but I think we'll have a look at a few of them today anyway. There's a few now have been released in sort of English or European languages that we can take a look at. So we're going to start there. We'll move on to a bit more news about upcoming products. There's quite an interesting one coming. And then we'll take a look at the somewhat controversial Pokemon Pocket, which seems to just be non-stop throwing stuff at us at the moment, which, yeah, we'll get onto our thoughts like that. Bale, how are you? How are you doing?
Yeah, it's all good. All good in my camp. Saving up those hourglasses. That's my life now.
And packs, real life packs.
And real life packs, yes.
You've been killing it with these openings. Your pull rates, you're taking everybody's luck. Honestly, like that golden Charizard you got the other day. Gee, was that the
clean
second best hit? Was it from that set?
I think so. I think I had a look at it. Weirdly, the hyper rare is the second best rare.
Okay.
Or yeah, well, but in terms of price, I mean, it's not the most expensive set on the platform.
There's not many other sets I can think of off the top of my head where a gold is even in like the sort of top 10. Normally they're fairly low down in terms of value, but I guess it being Charizard. To be fair, the Pikachu from Prismatic and Surging Sparks is... So I guess it just depends on the card, really. But considering how much harder it is to pull the Hyper Rares, you'd think they would be worth more. But people just aren't that into the gold cards. The Rainbow cards had a similar thing as well. Some people...
Which seems strange.
Yeah, I thought they were
they're all cool.
I thought they were cool. But
if they're cool and rare, why aren't they pricey?
Some people,
but, you know,
not a fan. Anyway, right, we'll jump into our first news. So, Destined Rivals English cards officially released. Even though these aren't actually English, they're another language. Just gives us a...
European?
Yes, European.
I'm Moltres EX Del Team Rocket.
Pantalama.
Calcicaon Malvada.
Moltres, use Pantalala.
Dear Lord. I'm assuming that's Spanish.
It must be. Well, we've decided
poorly butchering the
There
language.
are some cool cards here. I'm always a big fan of Mareep. This Mareep looks like it's walked down the wrong alley.
It's literally a sheep in the headlights,
yes,
isn't it?
Exactly. Really cool Mimikyu card.
Why is it Mimikyu in the Spanish language? Have they translated that?
Oh.
Because Mimikyu isn't Mimikyu in Spanish, I don't think.
Is it not?
No.
It might not be Spanish.
I also don't think Mareep is Mareep.
I don't know. Some weird blend. Anyway, you've got our sort of bog standard cards, and then some of our illustration rares. Love the side art. This must be a chase card
10 out of 10
from
card.
this set.
10 out of 10 card.
Yeah.
Also
a very cool card.
Lapras del Misty.
Have you seen these ones? Yeah.
No, I've not seen the Lapras. I've seen
cool.
the side art.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I've not seen this one. Seen that one.
Nutcrow's cool. Love this one. I bet that's up your alley.
Oh, cheeky Quagsire.
Yeah, Quagsire there.
Cute.
I see. It's weird, isn't it? Because it looks like it's an Applin on the bus stop. I don't really know how that works.
Maybe it's like a bus.
And we got some full arts. Dondozo.
Yes.
EX.
Mid.
Electivire. I really liked it with the trainers behind it. I just... it's not enough for me, the full art texture, but it just doesn't pop out enough.
It feels empty.
And
doesn't it?
I don't know why they wouldn't do like a contrasting colour behind it. I think by choosing a colour that kind of complements it, it just kind of loses the blue background and blue Pokemon.
Why don't they do more secret art cards?
Yeah.
Just all the art cards would look so much better.
Ethan's
like
Adventure.
This looks cool.
This is an SIR.
Oh, EXD, the Echo. See that?
That's Ethan's,
cool.
yeah. And then
it's cool.
Ethan's Adventure, cool. SIR. Oh, Happy Cyndaquil. Cool. Very cool.
Ethan's an absolute boss.
Yeah. So, some cool cards. Just a few released there.
I know Spiky-eared Pichu.
So that will be heading our way fairly soon. So, again, being notoriously hard.
I was going to say, do you know where isn't the release date like May or something?
Yeah, end of May,
isn't it?
Mid-May? I can't remember, something like that.
May.
Oh, I'm going to the pre-release on the 17th. So then it's normally 2 weeks after that. So it must be end of May.
Fair, end of May.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. There's some cards. I need to look at some of the cards because last time, I went to the Journey Together pre-release. I didn't look at anything, and I think some people had already seemed to have studied what cards could be good in that.
So, they already had like a meta going.
I'm kind of happy just to turn up, to be honest, but some people take it very, very competitive and seriously. So I'm happy to. Just
you're a multi-time champion, Dave. You've got to up the ante.
Olive's going to be very happy to see another Smoliv come in. Although
Olivini,
that just you just have to do it with that one. And I
love the move
collision.
Olivini collide. 10 damage.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Cool. So yeah, some cards revealed.
Yeah, not bad.
I feel like Journey Together only just came out, to be honest. It's
because isn't the Misty Psyduck one in Heatwave Arena?
Correct. That is, yes. Yeah. I do believe so.
If I can find a Japanese or Korean booster box for cheap, I'll get one and then open it and see if I can find it.
Yeah, they've been quite pricey, haven't they? Even the Heatwave is over 100, right?
Oof.
Mostly.
The cheapest I've seen it was 89.
Okay.
99.
Still, that's
Great British pounds, which is still way more than it should be.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I even looked at trying to import it myself. Way more expensive. Would not recommend.
Right. So, your only choice is to go through someone and have to pay, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you become the someone, but I don't know how to do that.
I see.
Business.
Yes.
But yeah, it's. I would not recommend looking into importing it yourself. Because
good to know.
Very pricey. Unless you've got friends in Japan or Korea, then they can post it to you. But then they're also having stock problems, aren't they? So
yes, and you might be subject to import fees and all that rubbish. So
yes, very true. No, it is a gift. It's cardboard.
Yes,
glorified cardboard.
Its value was £10.
Yes.
Moving on, we have a new product coming out in June. The masks.
I spotted this the other day.
Yes, the masks, the Mask of Ogerpon Premium Collection, which features 10 packs, which we're going to try and suss out a few of what those are in just a second. But I was quite surprised to see the Hearthflame Ogerpon as the main one
the big boy.
Yeah, considering it is TCG wise, it isn't used at all. Both the Wellspring and the Teal Mask are used quite significantly at the moment in the TCG, that's kind of like in the meta at the moment. So if that had Teal Mask instead of Hearthflame, then I think that would be significantly more interesting just right off the bat. But it is quite cool to see the Twilight Masquerade sort of stamp there. But looking at the packs, it looks like there's no new packs in there from what they're showing on the Temporal Forces. I can see.
There's Temporal Forces. There's another Temporal Forces. On the other side, that's Twilight Masquerade times 2.
Yep.
Blood Moon Ursaluna. That's on Twilight, isn't it?
Yep.
That's 3. That's at least 3 Twilight Masquerades.
Yeah, and you got Paradox Rift as well, I think.
Paradox Rift. I think it's just going to be those 3, to be honest.
Yeah. So
not bad.
Not bad. What did we say? 10 packs, didn't we? And then
I think it's $49.99. So unknown pounds, but probably the same.
Probably the same. Considering an ETB's 50 as well, isn't it? So.
But you are just getting 10 packs plus 2 cards, and you don't have to have a wodge of energy. So but then you don't get sleeves.
So on par with an ETB, you get an extra pack compared to that, and a bit more variety. Interesting product. I can't see these flying off the shelves, but at the moment it doesn't seem like anything's in stock. So the fact that it has packs in it probably means it's going to sell out anyway. So cool.
And then underneath's the one I opened.
Yes,
there it is. The EX Premium Collection.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's much more interesting with the Teal Mask card.
Yes. I still have the stand on my desk. I haven't moved it away yet.
Oh, nice. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, it's got quite a nice pattern on the back.
Yeah,
but,
so I think that's personally
that.
a bit of a miss, that the fact they didn't use any meta cards on there. I think that would have made it a bit more interesting, at least from my perspective. I've got no interest in the Her Flame Mask Ogapon, so
No.
Flame. Anyway,
Although stamps.
stamp
You're
cards,
collecting all those Ogapons, you need the stamps.
Yes. I don't know who is collecting Ogapons. Maybe there is
It's not me.
Yeah, it's not me either. So that's really it in terms of like TCG product and card news. I guess the next big update's going to be when Destined Rivals comes out end of May. So we'll keep you updated on that, and if we manage to get our hands on anything to open on the channel, which would be good. Hopefully,
I've got sweet nothing.
I think
unless the pre-orders went through.
We're gonna.
Page, which no one knows.
Oh yeah, we don't even know, do we? Yeah.
No. No, that great farce.
I believe I've got an ETB coming, so I think if at a minimum we'll keep that as a channel opener for sure. So at least we've got one thing from the set, which would
a thing,
and then whatever else we can bump into
Muster
along the way.
Yeah.
But
no doubt I'll find some weird niche product that has like 2 packs in it or something.
Yeah,
I'll be like, hey, look at this random box that no one ever knew existed. Oh look, you're getting a razor with it. Woo! Yeah. Be one of those.
Oh dear. And moving on to a slightly controversial topic for us today, really. And it's just giving a bit of a sigh. This is anytime I hear Pokemon Pocket, I just go, yeah. That's kind of my mood towards it at the moment. So, a trailer's just come out for Celestial Guardians, which is now coming out. Is it next Wednesday, 30th? I believe.
Yes, next Wednesday, the literal back end of April.
Yeah, and I can't keep up. I can't keep up. To be fair,
well, we're back in the Alola region for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
Underrepresented region, I would argue. You saw some examples of cards flying by, including heal 60 damage from. I'm assuming that says all of your stage 2
one
Pokemon?
of your stage 2 Pokemon.
Oh, just one.
Yeah.
From one. Not bad. I mean, I still play it. I don't really do much other than just get the free packs and occasionally do a AI battle for fun, or if there's an event on, do that. But I find it all right. I still have not been defeated in ranked. Just throwing that out there. I've only played
classic Articuno.
Yep. I've only played 13 games and I've won 13 games.
A pretty good win ratio.
Hot diggity damn. But yeah, it's I've not played many, but. Yeah, I mean, some of the cards look all right, but like I was saying to you before we went on, I'm noticing more and more they're recycling artwork from older cards.
You said this. I don't know if we got any examples.
So
I can recognize
the Hitmon Leave from the last set or the last set but one.
Yeah, that
artwork was from like Tag Team or Team Up or something.
Okay,
which is quite interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, card looks all right. The interesting card though, they've added rare candy at last.
Yes, I saw this.
Lots of the player base was going like, I bet they're going to add a rare candy. Oh look, there they go. So you can get a Charizard turn 3 if you're lucky.
Okay, yeah. So you can't use this on your first turn. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. That's interesting. That's quite a big meta shift. That's going to speed up the game significantly.
Yes, that will do a lot. So
there's a new solar battle event. Ooh.
Yeah, everyone's going mad that there's a Rayquaza.
Nice.
Or Rayquaza, however you want to pronounce it.
EX.
So everyone's going to lose their mind because big Ray.
One of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen at random 4 times. For each time a Pokemon was chosen, do 40 damage to it. Interesting.
So it's kind of like Wug Trios, 3 for 50, but now 4 for 40.
Interesting. So, and there's a full art. Oh, that's pretty cool. See, like, the contrasting colours on the background. They should do that on the real cards. That looks way better.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's on the way.
Yes.
Are they churning out sets too fast? I say yes.
Yeah.
But also I can understand why.
I understand why. People must be pumping a lot of money into it. It is hugely popular. Like, there are people who do spend a lot of money on this. Who have the memberships. Do you use the membership? Have you got that?
I used the free premium you got for
I used
like a fortnight, and then I didn't renew it.
Yeah,
and you know what? I don't think I've missed out.
No, I mean it was it's a lot, isn't it? In terms of an app subscription, you're paying the same price as you would for something like a streaming service,
Yes.
and your only
you're not
benefit
really
is a
getting
pack a
much.
day.
Yep, and like one exclusive card.
Yeah,
and that's it, and an exclusive gold shop or whatever it is.
So
which I don't use.
I don't know. Let us know in the comments if you find that, if you've got the premium version, do you feel like you're filling out the Pokédex like the last series before these are coming out? I'm nowhere near. I'm not even touching the sides of. Like, the basic ones, I guess, you fill out those pretty quickly after maybe you've done, like, a 10-pack opening a couple times. But, like, all the art rares, the illustration rares, all of those things, they're just...
I do find it strange, though, like, the 4 diamond rarities and the, like, EXs are exponentially rarer than the art cards and the, like, the star ones. Like, I think I've got about 5. In fact, I can literally look right now and tell you, because I swear I've got so many of those cursed Wigglytuffs. The weird, creepy, like, human Wigglytuff. Yeah, I think I've got like 5. And I literally only the other day opened a bog standard Machamp.
Yeah.
Like, as a basic boy. Oh god, I've left my sound up. Oh no. Oh, so unprofessional. Right, let's have a look. So if I go deck and then find big wiggles. Big wiggles. Here we go.
So I'm wondering what these comparisons are making here, because
I have 3. I have 3 of those cursed Wigglytuffs. Oh my god, with the light, you can just see its eyes. That's really funny. So I got 3 of those. Yeah, I only have like 1 regular Machamp. It's hilarious.
It's weird. God. I guess the trading helps fill the gaps with the lower tier stuff, but then you got to have somebody to trade with. Not everyone does. Anyway, it's interesting. I personally, I've virtually stopped opening packs now. I think after this, I don't have enough saved up for a 10-pack to open straight away. So I think No, well, I've just been literally all I've been doing is just the daily stuff.
That's the Hitmonlee I was talking about. That one.
Right.
So that artwork is from Tag Team or Team Up. I can't remember which one. I got 13 of those.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And it's just like, oh, come on.
So let us know your thoughts. If you feel like they're coming out too fast, are you able to fill out the old ones? Is their idea that they want to bring them out quick enough so you're always going to have a bit of gaps in these older packs? And when are they going to start taking away the older packs?
See, I don't think they'll start taking away packs because people still will want them. Because new players starting like a year's time, they'll just have these big voids of lack of cards they won't have.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, oh, you're playing a deck with Venusaur in it. And then Venusaur hasn't shown up since. They're just like, how do I get the Venusaur? I can't. Oh.
I do wonder. I think
paywall.
I've not seen anything to say that they will be around forever. And if we look at something like Pokemon Go, they're happy to do events where it's a one-off sort of thing. I know it's sort of different company and different sort of player base, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like Pokemon are pretty good at making limited supply of stuff. So maybe when we're at 10 sets, they might just be like, hey, we're archiving this set. Try and make sure you master it before it goes.
Although, in fairness, they're digital. You can't really run out of something that's digital as opposed to print. They can turn it off or put it behind a paywall, but I think there's more incentive keeping it there than there is getting rid of it, because people will still want to buy it to get the rare cards.
I guess so, but I reckon in terms of playing the game, they're gonna have to at some point have a rotation come in. I feel like they do with the TCG, where they're gonna have to make some of the older cards not legal anymore,
obsolete.
And eventually, there's always like a little bit of power creep. Now that we've got abilities on the Pokemon, they're gonna sort of rare candy's another example of like evolving the meta. Those older cards, I don't know. It just becomes too tricky to balance when if you've got 15 sets. I don't see how they're going to be able to balance that.
Or are they going to do it like something like Hearthstone did, or still does? I mean, I've not played that game in millennia. Where basically, well, when a card falls out of rotation, it goes into like wild, or free reign or whatever. Where you can basically enter a tournament with like no rules, other than use any card you like, or the stock set.
So on the TCG Live, where you play like the actual card game, they do expanded, which is where you can play anything, and then they have like the current rotation. So we'll see.
That's what I think they'll probably end up doing.
Yeah,
I reckon.
I think.
But then the packs aren't limited like the actual TCG is, where you've got Scarlet, Violet, Sword and Shield.
Well, I mean, they're not opposed to limiting stuff. Like in the TCG Live now, you used to be able to craft like the SIRs, the illustration rares, as soon as a set was released. So people would have saved up all the dust, the coins and stuff that you can craft the nice cards. Now, even though it's digital, they've set a 34-week, I think it is, period where you can't craft the art cards. You can only unpack them. Yeah, it's digital.
Why?
There's no and you can't pay for it. There's no monetary gain. There's no microtransactions in the game. So
34 weeks seems weirdly
literally
arbitrary.
34 weeks. Yeah. So
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What?
So why they added that? People have no idea. I think you can get some through the battle pass. So I guess it's some incentive to make you do the battle pass, but again, the battle pass doesn't have like a premium version. It doesn't have any monetary. You're just making it longer for the sake of it on a digital product. So I'm a bit wary. For me, they're making a lot of money from it. If there's ways to make more money or that sort of rarity of items and stuff, people start going crazy. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But I think there will be some rotation form of when they've got enough cards in play, enough legal cards.
Who knows?
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, I think there's quite a lot of cards in play at the moment because everyone's basically playing the Darkrai Giratina deck.
Oh, you remember you saying that? Yeah.
So it's like trainers plus those. So barely anyone plays Pokemon. It's hilarious.
There's always going to be a meta. There's always going to be the best thing. But
Articuno, just saying.
But
still rocking.
Yeah, but it's the gap between the best and the rest of them. You want that to be as small as possible to make it enjoyable, because not everybody wants to play the be-all, end-all. So
no.
And the immersive card's a trainer card as well, which hasn't been seen before yet. So it'd be cool to see what that looks like.
Dope.
All right.
I watched just before we stop. I watched a video the other day of someone trying to beat decks with just dittos.
Oh my god! So
just a 2 ditto deck, and it was that they beat a Celebi deck. You know, the one where it's like
power up energy.
Power up. So they just kept putting grass energy on this ditto.
Oh my!
And they kept rolling tails. Otherwise, they probably would have won way earlier.
Oh.
But it was it worked. But I feel it's the clunkiest deck I've ever seen.
So what does ditto do? Copy and attack.
Yeah. So as long as you got the right amount of energy and the right colours of energy on Ditto can clone any move from any Pokemon and use it as its own.
Nice.
So it just keeps using the Celebi flip coins, 50 damage.
People like a bit of fun. So
yeah, it was fun and it looked dumb, and it was just 18 trainer cards and 2 Dittos.
It's like the Articuno deck.
Exactly. Yeah. Except Articuno is a bit more bulky, I'd argue, and slightly more consistent.
Yes. Unless you get Tails on Misty every single time, like we always do. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there Tails. On our 25-minute mark, which we are pretty good at hitting.
Nice.
So that's a little roundup. Again, we probably come back in a couple of weeks, I'd say. Let's see how things settle as we go into May, and we try and see if there's any more products out and about. There's the Prismatic EV pouch. I think that's out now.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah.
The 25th,
but I've not seen that listed anywhere.
I've seen it listed months ago, but then it disappeared very quick.
Exactly.
I think I have a pre-order of one, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. I've tried to find the email in my emails, so it might not have gone through. Yeah. So I don't know.
And we've also got the Super Premium collection, the Prismatic one, coming out to mid-May as well.
Yes. Which no one can find anywhere. And has completely disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah. So
Rip.
We will keep you updated as things come and go, as we always do, and bring the news to you when there is news. That is our agenda.
Indeed. We will news when news is news.
Exactly. We're about to jump across now to our live stream. So if you're watching this, make sure to, in the future, make sure to check out our recorded series of the Pokelocked Challenge. We've completed a game. We're now on to our second game now, which I think is quite an achievement. So catch us over there.
Yeah. Soul Silver is great. It's going good.
I'm enjoying it because I've never played it before and I don't know how.
Damn straight.
Right, that's signing out from us. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.
See you later.